I'll play the fruit eating one. So I'm playing this one, and because I have a, well, I don't have it yet, but so this gives me a discover territory +2 bonus. So I can now I can play that other discovery I have that has a territory cost of 1 because I have total territory of 2. So I'll play that one. Now every turn I'm going to get one meat from this, and then 1 meat and 1 fruit from this one. And because this one only eats 1 fruit, I will have enough fruit to feed it every turn. So it's pretty, it'll stay alive for quite a while. And then I can play, I can give it a +3 grit until the end of turn. But this is what this food does. It's like it's a special food. It would usually have either meat, fruit, or plant marked on it. So tell you what kind of beast you could feed it to. And then that would give a bonus to it, but there's no reason to give it plus grit until there's actually some battling going on. And then local event, I could draw a card, except that there's no more cards left right now because I didn't make that many. And so this one's a pretty safe one since it only had 1 treasure, and having another card is pretty nice. But I might want to save it until there's no doubt that I'm in the lead. Okay, so then we would switch to my opponent's turn because I'm not going to do anything right now. I will feed it 1 fruit that I have from my starting 2. So I show my opponent which one I'm feeding, and then I put the fruit back over onto the common fruit pile. And then it's my opponent's turn. So my opponent would have his 5 cards and his 6 resource cards from the starting the game. He would reveal another global event card and put it on top of this one, and he would override that one. And then he would draw a card, and then he would start playing his beast and his discoveries. So we're gonna skip all that because it's basically what I just showed you. And so I'm gonna show you what the next turn will be like. And I'll actually put one discovery and 1 beast over there so I can show you how some interactions would work. So, on my next turn, I would reveal another global event card. I would then draw another card. I would get my... I was supposed to get 2 meat and 1 fruit card. So I would get that, and I would put it over here. And then I would be able to attack now, because I've had this beast since my last turn, and not played on this turn. So, when I attack with it, I tell my opponent I'm attacking, and then I tell my opponent what this beast is attacking specifically. I can have multiple beasts attack if I have multiple beasts, and I can have each of them target something different. So let's say I target his discovery, which I forgot to write one crucial thing on. Okay. Discoveries have fortitude, which is it's in the bottom corner here. So if it takes damage more than the number, or equal to the number, then it gets destroyed and it goes to discard pile. Okay, so I will attack my opponent's discovery with this beast. That's what I would say. And then, so this is its stats right here. It has 4 might and 2 grit. So its might is how much damage it'll do, and its grit is how much damage it can take, basically. So if it takes 2 or more damage, this beast will die. So it's pretty squishy. So I would attack this. Since he has nothing defending it, it would just go straight through, and I'm doing 4 damage to it, which has a fortitude 4, so it would destroy the discovery, and it would go to the discard pile. He could also have put his beast defending this, and then when I attack, I would say, I want to attack that discovery, and then he would say, I'm okay, I can, or he can defend with this, or he can just let it through. But he probably want to defend since this is it has 3 grit, or 3 might and 6 grit, so his 3 might would trade with this, it would kill it. This 4 would trade with the 6, but the 4 is less, so it would still stay alive. So I would just lose my beast, and that would be it. The other option is I can make this beast attack my opponent directly. And if he has nothing to defend it, I immediately destroy one of his treasures. So that would reduce him down to 9 right here. The other option is he can defend himself with the beast, and then the same thing would happen between the two beasts since I already showed you, and then I would lose mine, he would keep his, and no treasure would be changed. After battle, if I hadn't attacked with this, I could assign it to defend. So I could assign it to defend my discovery over here, or I could assign it to defend myself, or I could assign it to defend nothing, but there'd be no reason to assign it to defend nothing. And then I would feed it again, so I would give it a fruit card again, put it back on the pile, and then so then after I assign it to defend or not to defend if I've already attacked, then it goes back to my opponent's turn, and it keeps going until one of us goes down to 0 treasure. So that's my game.